Hello everyone. The video you're getting ready to watch is one that I actually created over a period of time earlier this summer, late spring, and never really got it posted. I think it should have come up probably the beginning of June, and here it is the end of July, 1st of August, and I'm just getting it up. So I always do it, I just don't always do it in time. Here you go. Hello everybody. We got a brand new project we're working on. Well, actually it's just so blistering hot we can't get into the barn and really do anything of any significance, at least until nighttime. Like we did last night, we worked until almost midnight in here because that's the coolest time of the day, and it has just been too hot to do anything in there. That's a different video. This one is something that we're working on now to try to get things to get our swimming pool opened up. So today what we're going to be doing is, let me switch you around here. We're taking that 55-gallon steel drum and we're going to turn it into this, which is a furnace. We bought the kit, and then according to a number of the videos that I have watched on YouTube, they have turned this wood-burning furnace into a pool heater. Well, over a period of time now, I have accumulated everything I needed. Number one, of course, the drum. Number two, the stove kit. Number three, I don't know if you can see it or not, is the 1/2-inch copper tubing. Number four, of course, is this cheap piece of gardening hose. Fittings, whatever you may have that will also work for it. And some wheeling and dealing with my good buddy BFGT. Got me a submergible pump that we will use in this heating system. Now, one thing I also missed was this all thread. Got 2 pieces of all thread. That is going to create the shelf necessary for the copper tubing to lay on, so that when the fire is burning, the copper tubing will be right above the fire and be able to heat that water as it's being pumped through. Now, BFGT had his concerns as to whether or not this was going to pump too much water and too fast for this wood-burning heater to actually be able to make a difference. So I went ahead and I got all the stuff that I needed to create a bypass, if necessary, to regulate the speed of the water going through the copper tubing. So I'm going to set this up on a tripod, and we're going to get busy on this. Be back in just a second. This, which is the face and the door and everything, and lay it in here and mark it. Okay, I got it marked. Now I got to go get a drill a hole so that I can get my jigsaw in there. and with a metal cutter and see if I can get all of that trimmed out of there reasonably decent. Now let's get the jigsaw out and get her cut up. Okay, we're going to try the newest acquisition to my tools. To see just how well it does with metal. There's a lot of things about this piece of tool here that is really sweet. And if any of you out there have ever wondered, do not hesitate to go Ryobi. As you've noticed probably throughout all of the videos that I've done, Ryobi is my main tool. So let's see if it works. There we have it. Let's see if now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to test the hole in the piece that I cut out just to make sure. I don't want any mistakes when it comes to this, and then I can do each corner, get in and tighten them down, and that'll hold it for all the rest. So let's give that a shot. Be back in just a minute after okay, let's see if this will work. That's the hole. Is it too big or is it too small? It looks about right. Sometimes, I swear, sometimes I just get so good I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, we got the door on this end, and I've already cut this out for the flue. Getting ready to put the bolts in, and then when that's done, I've already got them marked. We will drill one hole for each leg over there, because I got them marked, and then I will be able to reach in from the front and from the top to help with the nuts and get them tightened down. And then we'll do the other one, because there's 2 per each, so that would make 8 altogether. We'll be back in a little bit when we get a little bit more done. Okay, I drilled the holes and I've put the first piece of all thread in to create the shelf for the copper 1/2 inch copper tubing or heat exchange. I got one more hole to drill right about here. When that's done, I'll cut one of these all threads in half, and we'll have our shelf and ready for the copper tubing to go on, and then I can sweat the fittings on the back side of it. A quick look at this. This was a coil of 1/2 inch copper that I went ahead and bent these out straight to where when I put them in, they're going to come out the back side. And then I'll sweat some connections onto these that I will hook up to the water hose and to that sump pump that or not the sump pump, but the submergible that I showed you just a little bit ago. And therefore we'll circulate the water around here over top of that fire and then back out there, and it should be substantially hotter. Now before I do all of that in there though, I will spread this apart a bit so that it has the ability to get heat on the surface all the way around. Now I just got to find me a way to make a 1/2 inch, 2 1/2 inch holes in the back, and we'll be ready to get started with that. Well, it's the next day, and Mrs. Stadhomer and I went out last night. And we got a couple black pipes to go here. Getting ready to put them together. They're still separated. We also got, I'll show you here, got a rain cap for it too. It took a little bit, but I think once we get it set down there on concrete blocks like I'm going to, which will put the front door here up close to my chest height or somewhere in that area, then that's going to be well up above everything, you know, for the smoke. It won't be laying it out all over the pool, but at the same time I can take this apart, and once it's cooled down, and set all of the pipe work inside here to protect it, and then throw a tarp over the top. I took the pipes off of it so that I can bring it out here and show you, if it will do that, what it looks like inside. Now let's take a real quick peek and see if you can see how I put the two all thread in, laid the coil of copper pipe up there, 1/2 inch, and if you can see back here in the back, I drilled two 1/2 inch holes that this copper pipe comes in and out of. Now we'll go around back here and you'll see what it looks like coming out the back. Now I'm going to sweat two fittings under the end of this, which will be where the garden hose will actually hook up, so that one of them, it'll probably be this, will be the input, and then it'll go around and then it'll come out this way and back up into the pool. So if all of this works right, the heat from the fire will all be coming up out of this stack, which is why I have that, you can see it laying right there, so that all the heat passes right past it. And that way it should act as a heat exchange and start heating up the water inside that pipe. If I move it too fast, it won't heat it much. If I move it too slow, it'll heat it too much. So I'm going to have to play with it until I figure out exactly how much water or what speed it can go in there to be the most efficient. So the next time you see this, hopefully I'll have the stand, the concrete stands put together down there, and this will be back in behind the pool, and we'll be able to take a look at it as I finish it up and get it operating. Be back then. Yeah, I know I said next time it would be down by the pool, but I thought I'd better let you see. I got the fittings, got them all sweated on, and the brass fittings that convert it from the plumber's thread up to garden hose thread. So now, the next time you see it, it hopefully will be down there getting hooked up. This is Stay at Homer. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to give us thumbs up, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your local pool guy. Catch y'all the next time. Y'all have a blessed, blessed day. Bye-bye.